Let's talk more about the relationship between price and market cap. You mentioned XRP as an example here. If XRP's strong community drives its price up, does that affect market cap? The answer is yes, absolutely. Market cap and price are sort of like a chicken and egg question in crypto, in stocks, but especially in crypto. And price, as I mentioned in my previous video, is often not a reflection of the value of a cryptocurrency token or product. Sorry, it's dark, walking the dogs. Just deal with it. Here's my voice. If I were to manipulate the price of a token, let's say I became an XRP influencer, and I convinced every XRP holder to know what they hold and to refuse to sell it for less than $10,000 a token, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna form this pact. We're not selling our XRP for less than $10,000 a token, and we set the price. We put it on the market kind of thing, set limit orders, whatever. And more XRP is only available at $10,000. That's what is making the market. And that's how markets work. On the side of every buy is a sell. On the side of every sell is a buy. And crypto makes markets more efficient by pairing them up with liquidity pools on exchanges facilitated by smart contracts. Unlike a stock exchange, once upon a time you had to do it on the stock floor. You had to trade information with the person who would enter it in a terminal kind of thing. But now we have computer code that does that intermediary job, where there is a pool of tokens of XRP and USDC, of XRP and Bitcoin, whatever. You can trade in and out of XRP pretty easily. It's got deep liquidity. And so if there was a pact to only sell for $10,000, and XRP is $3 a token right now, that could drive the market cap up if the market was willing to abide by it. If the value of XRP token by most people was seen as less than that amount, somebody somewhere along the way would be incentivized to sell for less than $10,000. Like, are you telling me right now that if you hold 100 XRP tokens at $3 each, and the price went up to $10, $100, $1,000, you wouldn't sell? You know what I mean? Most people would sell, and this would drive the price and the market cap down. The market would say, this $10,000 price doesn't seem to be very realistic. It seems like the market is being made at a lower price. And these bots, they aggregate all those prices across many different liquidity pools to give us the output of, this is what we think the price is right now. And all the markets are mostly the same. You might notice that Coinbase has a different price than Binance, by like a cent or something like that. And that's just because of the rate at which they're processing information, the sources they're pulling the information from. But the goal of all these markets is the same, which is to display the accurate trading price in order to facilitate trades. They make their money when people trade. So it's in their best interest to make as many trades happen as possible. So they have the liquidity for it, and then they post the price. And they allow you to trade at any price, a lot of these exchanges do. But my point is that if we collectively said we're gonna increase the price and the market cap of a token artificially like that, the market would resettle the price at what, the status quo thought was fair. It's not necessarily that, let me say this again too. It's not necessarily that $3 a token, which I've been using for this example, is a fair price for XRP in terms of the value it provides to the world. It's fair though in the sense that that's what the market thinks it's worth. And I know right now the price is like $2 and something, but do you see my point? We could artificially inflate price, inflate market cap. They both have an influence on the other, but markets are efficient and they would help us decide what the real price right now of this token should be. I hope that's clear as mud, man. Thank you for the question.